meditations. Today's reading is all about the full moon that is happening in Gemini on December 15th. It could be the 16th, depending on where you're watching from. Either way, though, that's what these messages are focusing in on, the energies around this full moon and what they're bringing in. If you're not interested in listening to the intro and what this full moon is all about, you can go ahead down to the description box and click on messages 1 through 3. I normally do 4 messages, but I was compelled to only do 3 this time. I was getting this strong sense that 2 would very much overlap and be very similar, and so that I only needed to do 3. So if you're not interested in understanding about what this energy is all about in this full moon under Gemini, then go ahead down there, pick messages 1 through 3. But otherwise, I will have a little bit of I'll give a little bit of information about what this full moon is all about, what it's asking us, and the kind of energies it's bringing in. So with all full moons, they're all about culmination, asking us to release something or to see something for the truth that it brings, for what it is. Being that this full moon is happening in Gemini, there is a lot of energy being in focus, being put around duality, our shadow and our light, and how they may fight with each other. How can we integrate the shadow side of our lives or ourselves with the lighter side of our lives? How can we find a balance between that? How can we move through the energy of Sagittarius, which Gemini opposes, which is philosophical and open-minded, and bring in the logic and the intellect of Gemini in a harmonious way? This full moon is asking us to look at energies around that, but it's also all about expression. How can we express ourselves more? What needs to be said? Where are we lacking in self-expression or holding back in self-expression? How can we bring more of that to the table in the most authentic way? This full moon also connects to connection, the energy of connections, and how we show up in them. What kind of energy are we bringing to them? Are they healthy for us? Or is there a shadow side in our connections? So there's a lot tangled up in this full moon. Geminis and Sagittariuses, you're going to really feel this one. Everybody will, but your signs in particular are going to feel this full moon, the effects of this full moon. Whether you're a Gemini sun, moon, or rising, or a Sagittarius sun, moon, or rising, you will all feel it in some way, shape, or form, as we all will, but you guys most extra specially will feel the energies of this full moon. So really consider that. All full moons bring a lot of emotional charge and heightened sensitivity. So if we're feeling that, if we're in those energies, it's not going to be the best time to pursue or to speak up on something. That's an energy where you might want to watch what you express, sharp tongues, loose lips. If you feel like you can't have a certain amount of self-control around your words, that could be something that you have to be mindful of under this full moon. But otherwise, finding the balance in our dual nature through the dark sides and the light sides, and finding some equilibrium in them, and then hopefully bringing in positive expression in and around these things for ourselves, especially as we're moving towards the end of the year, right? It's a really good energy to get into balance, to release what's no longer serving us, and to move forward in some way, and to really assess our connections as well. So I don't continue to keep beating a dead horse. These are the energies of this full moon. As I always say, give yourself a second to feel into messages 1 through 3. And I will get started here with message number 1. I should quickly mention, though, there is a short meditation video, a 5-minute meditation around this full moon energy that you could absolutely look at and utilize to bring in positive energy around this full moon, so that you can cultivate the energies in the best possible way rather than be drowned by them or frustrated by them. Just a heads up. So again, here, I'm going to get started with message number 1. Hello, message 1. Oh, I pulled the main overarching energies as I usually do to save time in the videos, but we're going to look at these energies together. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, you've got full moon in Gemini, which is the full moon that we're in. That's crazy. Embrace the flow of life. Okay, so if this is coming out as a main energy for you, there is some sort of polarity or imbalance, dysregulation around flow. It could be, are you pushing too hard to make things happen? Are you too far ebbed back? That's sort of a question to ask yourself. How are you going against the grain of flow? Like kind of like that swimming upstream against the current rather than going with the current. How can you bring more of that kind of balance into your life? And there might even be a question here for some of you of, why is there an imbalance here? What is the cause of it? I know that gets kind of deep, but this full moon is kind of deep. It's really asking us to go deep within ourselves and figure out how to bring these things, these energies into balance. So embracing the flow of life is the big ask for you guys. It's what's needed by you guys at this time. And it's crazy that it's under the full moon in Gemini. So that lets me know that the timing is really good for you guys to find a way to get into flow and not be that that fish that's trying to swim against the current upstream, right? Metaphorically speaking. Desert passage. Ooh. See, trust there's a divine plan. Okay. Trust there's a divine plan. So this does give me that feeling or that energy that you're pushing on something or trying to force your hand in some way, make something happen, rather than kind of going with the flow and seeing what happens. And I feel like this happens a lot for my type A personalities, where I'm so used to doing and being productive and making things happen. I'm a go, go, go leader type, which are all fantastic qualities to have. But if you're being asked to embrace the flow, it's because there's something divine in this energy that wants to show up for you. And it will not be able to find you if you're not open to it and there's space for it to get to you. Trust there's a divine plan. Yeah, sort of like, you don't need to put so much energy into this or, again, push or force your hand in some kind of way. It's going to unfold more naturally. But if we're so busy doing and pushing, we may miss this energy or this opportunity to embrace flow and receive. Because with that trust there's a divine plan, I do feel like it's sort of the universe's way of saying we need you to stop and pause for a minute. There's something there's information we have to bring to you. We can't get it through. Okay, what else is here? Overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything, okay? And if you're dealing with hardships and obstacles where you have been having to troubleshoot a lot and kind of utilize your leadership skills or, be the one to get in the ring, so to speak, and start making things happen, it would be really complicated and confusing to think, well, I can't really ebb back. I can't relax these things. I have to keep going. But no, you're coming into a time, especially around this full moon energy, where space is needed because something wants to come to you, through you, and for you. But you'll need to be in flow. You'll need to be in relaxed energy. There's a level of anxiety I feel here too for my message one choosers. You can overcome anything. Maybe doing some meditations that help relieve and relax your mind, kind of for peace, for anxiety, for calming your mind, staying grounded and present. Those could all be really helpful for my message one choosers at this time. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting this strong sense that it's just not in your nature to sit back on the sidelines and just watch things fall apart around you. You get in there and you get it done, and you're a fixer of sorts. And like I said, these are all really good qualities, but there's a reason, if you chose this message, that the universe is telling you to stop, pause, ebb back. There's a lack of flow, and when there's a lack of flow, energy can't grow in the way that it wants to or get to you in the way that it needs to. Funny, I was just looking at my camera and there's a timer and I saw 444, so that might be a message for some of you as well, which is usually 444 is solid and strong foundations, but it's also the number of messaging, angel messaging coming in, or that they want to get your attention in some way. I really feel like that's a thing for my message ones. Okay, we've got transformation in the reverse, which makes some sense here, right? You can overcome anything, overcoming obstacles. Desert passage, which does suggest nothing really happening, things not moving or nothing going quite the way that you had hoped. More fixed energy, more stuck. It's just sort of reiterating that. Queen of Air, brilliant, experienced, humorous. This is representing you in some kind of way, message one, whether male or female, it doesn't matter. Strong mental capacity, again, that type A personality, leadership abilities. I got this, I can do this. With like a dash of creativity as well. Now, it is coming out in the challenge position. So finding a way into this energy of brilliance, leaning in on your experience and seeing the humor in things, lightening your energy so that flow can come in. A really big ask and part of the messaging here for you guys. And, you know, when you're in that Queen of Air energy, you are feeling quite clear. You are feeling mentally sound and stable. Your mind is calm. Anxious thoughts have ebbed. And then this creative energy flows through. So this is an energy that I think Spirit's having that needs to be leaned into or found by my message one choosers at this time. So that you can receive the way through and to connect to transformation and change in a positive way. I'm really noticing that hourglass as well too. So I think timing has been at play for you guys. All the more reason again to add back and know that you can kind of turn timing on its side right now, like that hourglass energy on its side, and pause. I don't think you feel like you can, but you absolutely can right now. I just can't stop feeling this energy of we're trying to get your attention about something we want to show you. We want to show you the way. We want to show you out of this desert stuck energy. But we need you to be at peace and presence that you can receive it. This is a strong energy. I've been getting a lot of readings lately. Page of Water. Sensitive, open-hearted, and intuitive. Okay, so watery energy. And we've got full moon in Gemini, embracing the flow. Flow is very much connected to mental and emotional energy. So needing to get into this space, right? Because the center card is representing you, message one. This is what's needed. Also, page energy is connected to messages. So pages often bring in messages around what to do about things emotionally, especially from a heart space. So a heart-centered message that you can trust. I do get the sense that a lot of you are more comfortable with intellect, like going with what your head is telling you, like using your intelligence, which is very connected to Gemini energy as well. But it's sort of like, you know, it's sort of like leaning in on that axis that Gemini and Sagittarius have, this polarity. Sagittarians like philosophical things. They do like to be open-minded and just open in general to a lot of ideas and thoughts. I feel like there's this energy of leaning into that philosophical energy so you can receive this intuition. You can become more sensitive to what the spirit realm, the universe, is trying to get you to notice and see, to get through your situation in the best possible way, and to see movement happen and to see action be activated. You know, and liberation, being liberated and free from this harder situation. Dreamer, yeah. And it's in the reverse. So, you know, upright, it's great. It's beginning, believing, feeling protected. And the dreamer's in the reverse, suggesting this has been really hard for you. Losing that connection with your intuitive, sensitive, open-hearted side. Because you're going through it, I think, message one. It's been tough. It's been rough. There's frustration. There's been so many obstacles. But as this is saying, you can overcome anything. You're required to stop, pause, get into mental and emotional balance, so that you can receive some wisdom and guidance to help you through this. I really just want to keep saying too, like, nothing's going to be lost by giving yourself this moment, this time to pause, to get sorted and centered in your mental and emotional energies, so that you can get back to the sensitive, dreamy, intuitive, open-hearted person, because this is the way to see your situation become amazing, is going back into this energy and to receive messages. Heart-centered, truthful, real, resonant answers to get through your situation. Yeah, like, trust there's a divine plan. You can't see it right now. It's just really, this message is just really reiterating and highlighting the energy that you're in right now. negativity, worry, sleeplessness, 9 of air, mental energy. I keep imagining you like rubbing your head, pinching your nose, your neck. There's tension in the body. There's so much of this restless, I can't deal with this. This is too much energy. Find your way back to center, to balance, to connection with your heart, your soul. I know that's really easy for me to say when you're going through it and everything is feeling really hard and frustrating for you at this time, but this wouldn't be showing up if it wasn't possible for you, and if you weren't capable of receiving all the wisdom, all the energy, and all the understanding about how to move the situation to the best possible outcome. As it says, trust there's a divine plan. I almost feel like for some of you, there's this feeling of this hardship is a blessing in disguise, but it definitely doesn't feel like that for you guys right now. Okay, and on the underbelly of this is we've got Knight of Air, intellectual, determined, and motivated. But it's in the reverse, suggesting that this is what needs to be relaxed. It's good that you're these things, that you are determined, that you're motivated, that you're intellectual, that you're a doer, a fixer, a get-it-done person. But if it's in the reverse, it's because it's the opposite of what is needed from you now. And I can understand how hard this must be to hear from a message one choosers, because I definitely feel like you're more comfortable in this energy than you are in this watery, intuitive, sensitive, open-hearted energy. Or at least at this time, you know, because I do think if this is coming out central, there is a huge aspect of you that has this intuitive ability, this sensitivity to divine messaging and wisdom, to really going with gut instead of intellect. But it's a missing piece right now. It's a big missing piece for you. So this is where the shadow is. The shadow has been cast on your intuition, your sensitivity, your open-heartedness, that dreamy energy, seeing your way through, feeling your way through. And the light needs to be shone here for you guys at the time of this full moon. Even if you just give yourself a few minutes here and a few minutes there to really connect, maybe open up a Word document or a journal so that you can connect in the best possible way. 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, and write down whatever comes to you. But I do definitely recommend some meditations to help bring you into balance and alignment and calm your mind and your worries. Breathing exercises too is coming to my mind. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry if you guys can hear my stomach rumbling. I should have probably eaten before I did this. Look at this, star being healing codes. Important information. Wounds are healed. Recharging. Yes, this message is so strong for you guys. I think that you need to remind yourself that there is so much value in taking a step back right now, even though I think that's going to be really hard. I keep saying that. So I'm going to try not to say that again. It's going to be so needed. It's going to be a valued thing for you to do. Necessary. Star being healing codes. Important information. Wounds are healed and recharging. Absolutely. Absolutely yes to this for you guys, message one. Soul star activation. Fulfilling soul contracts, remembering who you are. And you know, there's a huge aspect of you that is Page of Water type energy, sensitive, open-hearted, and intuitive. Getting back into that. This is where the shadow's been casted for you guys under this energy. And this energy is an invitation to come back to it. Soul star activation, fulfilling soul contracts, remembering who you are. Okay. I'm going to pull a few full moon cards, moon cards. They're essentially more like affirmations that you can use, little reminders that you can tell yourself for your best and highest good. And I'm going to say that I think for you guys, they're going to be extra necessary and important. I really think that you guys have been going through it. The struggle's been very real. And you know, I think some of that restless energy is because there's a part of your soul that's recognizing has been cast aside or put in the shadows and really wants to be heard and seen again. Almost like inner child energy. We've got, I am courageous and powerful. Yes, you are. I invite peace within myself. I ripple this outward, and that's coming out central with embracing the flow, sensitive, open-hearted, intuitive. A really big message for you guys. Again, I invite peace within myself, and I ripple this outwards. And then we've got, I see the gateway is open and the pathway is clear and my journey begins. Amazing. Under you can overcome anything. And, you know, next to that soul star activation, fulfilling soul contracts and remembering who you are, I feel like it's very connected. It's very connected. I see the gateway is open and the pathway is clear. My journey begins. Yes, you are absolutely capable and ready and preparing to move through these obstacles and challenges and come out the other side and see transformation. But it does require you to get back that piece of yourself that I feel like has been missing. Yeah, that little piece that's like, it's not actually a little piece, it's a big piece of who you are that's been cast in the shadows and ignored, and spirit universe is like, okay, no. This is who you are. This is a huge part of what makes you you, what the world needs from you, and it's time to look at it again and bring it back out. And I feel like there's a lot of creativity, like mental creativity with this energy as well for you guys. I think I said this at the start of your reading. This is a blessing in disguise. Yes, 100%. I know you're probably like, give me a break. I've had enough blessings in disguise where things just weren't working out or going wrong. And then only later, you know, you see why it had to happen that way. I'm sorry to say this is the case here again for you guys. I'm also noticing the number 33. 33, threes are connected to creativity, but they're also connected to ascended masters that can come in and help you with your situation. So maybe look up what it is that you're dealing with and what kind of an ascended master you could call in to help you with this. For some reason, Jesus is coming to mind. I think for their healing energy, Christ light. Be patient and have faith that your angels have this situation under control. What will come is far better than you dared to dream. 100%. Remind yourself of this over and over again, especially if you feel that anxious energy coming in. Pray. Pray from the heart. Prayer really can move mountains. Reach out to the divine with your heart's concerns and watch miracles unfold. Yeah, 100%. This is definitely something that Spirit has been trying to get you to do, to notice, to understand, to lean into. But again, it's that going, doing, intellectual, gotta push, make this work, fix it energy that you've been leaning into more. So finding your way back to this, really, really going to be a benefit for you guys. Again, pray from the heart. Prayer really can move mountains. Reach out to the divine with your heart's concerns and watch miracles unfold. Yes. Okay, I'm going to cap this off with a final message for you guys. You know, I wasn't sure if I was going to use these cards. I didn't know if it was going to be necessary, but for some reason I'm feeling like I definitely need to pull one for you guys. I keep hearing that, I think is it Bob Marley? Every little thing is going to be all right. think it is. Don't get caught up or hung up on who sings the song. Just know that that's a message. Okay. Action. Drop all fear and just do it. You have the power to create and be whatever you truly want. Look inside your heart and take positive action in those things that bring you closer to achieving your desired goals. Nothing can stop you except your own fears. This card is positive confirmation from God and the angels that the time is right for you to start a new and exciting venture. I see the gateway is open and the pathway is clear. My journey begins. So, this is suggesting that there is something better. These things that are not working out are a blessing in disguise because they're not for you, and there's something better. There's something better. And you have the capacity under this full moon's energy to see the truth of this and then move towards the thing that is better suited for you, or person or situation, whatever it is. And then you can take that action. But it starts here, getting in touch with your emotions, your intuition, spirit, connecting to their wisdom and their guidance, pausing and getting in flow. And you know, it's the color orange too, which is connected to sacral energy, which is the water center of our emotions. Very, very connected. I'm just looking at and seeing if there's anything I feel like I need to touch on or that I missed for your message here. One weird thing that's coming to my mind as well is 2 heads are better than 1. Oddly, so I feel like maybe there's somebody who might have some wisdom for you, like an actual person rather than just, you know, as in a spiritual sense or universal energy, that may have something of value to offer, to say, that will help spark or catalyze your situation or you in some way. So I think just be open to it. Be open to other people's ideas, thoughts, opinions at this time. Yeah, 2 heads are better than 1. Maybe asking for help as well in some kind of respect. Okay, I think I'm going to leave that there. I'm wishing you all the most beautiful, amazing full moon energy. Take care, guys. Hello, message 2. So let's look and see what kind of energies are showing up for you guys around the time of this full moon, or what it wants you to know. So we've got Taurian energy, Taurus energy. Last quarter moon in Taurus, it says be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself. This card always makes me think that you've had to make a really hard choice or decision. Not easy. One that has a lot of emotional strings attached to it. And it's been tough. It's been tough to come to the conclusion that you needed to come to and make the choice that you needed to make, but you did it, and you should be giving yourself credit for doing it. Even if it seems like a small thing to you, don't be humble about this. Be proud of yourself, because it feels like it's going to lead to really positive things for you as a result. So be proud of yourself, as this card says. Like, give yourself a moment to bask in, this was so hard, but I did the thing that I needed to do. Okay. It's funny because I'm noticing the shadowy figure down here, right? And Gemini energy is all about polarity and duality, the shadow and the light. And I feel like you did something that was very heart-centered, ultimately in the long run for you. And you might not be seeing it as that right now because it was hard. It's like you brought the shadow into the light. Something like that for me here, for my message 2s. Embracing enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. Wow. And all those butterflies make me think that whatever this choice was, whatever this hard thing that you had to do, that you're being told to take the time to be proud of yourself for, is going to be very transformative for you in the best possible way. Allow yourself to embrace this enthusiasm and be really happy. Shout out to the heavens with happiness. Yeah. Really strong message for you guys. And if it's showing up, you might not be giving yourself enough credit here for what you've had to do. Even if it's going unnoticed by others, like of how hard this was for you or emotionally taxing, you know that it was. All the more reason to be proud of yourself and shout out to the heavens and embrace enthusiasm and know that transformation is on the other side of this. Cleansing waters. Purification activates vibrant life force. That goes really well too, right? With that transformative energy, getting back into joy, being really proud of yourself, feeling connected to your heart, to your truth? How can you activate and purify your body so that you're ready and open for the next phase of your life? Because that's what this feels like. Maybe doing some meditations for alignment, clearing out chakras, physically giving yourself some time for self-care, taking a long, hot, steamy bath, a shower, going to the gym, eating really well or clean, whatever that looks like for you. I say do it. Give yourself this time and this space to really get even more aligned, more connected, more centered, because I feel like it's going to bring a lot of positive things in for you. Message 2. As this says, purification activates vibrant life force, right? Where you feel very empowered and ready to go. Like, I've closed this chapter of my life. I did the hard thing. It has not been easy. I am proud of myself. I'm shouting out to the heavens with happiness, and now I'm going to cleanse myself, body, mind, soul, so that I'm ready. I'm ready for this next phase. I'm ready for transformation and all the good things that I feel like are almost owed to my message 2 choosers in some kind of way. Like it's been a long time coming. Okay, let's pull some cards. I feel like, even if it doesn't seem this way to you or feel this way to you right now, it feels like whatever you've had to do, whatever you've created, because it's Taurus too, so it could be that you created something as well, not just had to make a hard choice. It feels like it's lightened your load in a lot of ways. Like it's done, or I did the hard thing, or I made the hard choice, or I created that thing. And somehow it lightens your energy or your heart space or opens it. Like there's some energy around that here for me, for message 2s. It almost feels like for some of you too, like I got the job. I did the thing. I made it happen. It's general, right? So it could be a lot of different things for different people. Okay, we've got 8 of Fire, speed, activity, and multitasking, but it's in the reverse, suggesting a slowdown right now, which I think makes a lot of sense and is a really good message for you guys, because now is the time to embrace enthusiasm, to get purified and aligned and fill your cup up. Really get balanced in your heart, in your solar plexus chakra, where you're feeling really empowered and ready to go. Again, embracing the next thing that's coming in transformation. But it's okay to slow down right now, to stop, pause, and bask in this energy and get really prepared. It's just the word that keeps coming to my mind for the next thing. So, giving yourself over to joyfulness, pause, being in the moment, self-care, all good ideas for you guys right now, and especially under this full moon energy. Lots of fire coming out. It says 9 of Fire, protection, preparedness, and resilience. Yeah. This is a huge message for you guys. This is the energy that you can lean into this time. Don't feel guilty about it. It's necessary. It's going to be really good for you in the long run. It's for your best and highest good, right? So embrace this, because it's going to lead to more creativity, passion, connection, all good things. And you are protected, right? Another thing that I should mention here, I know I said the word there, but I feel like maybe you need to know that. Like it's safe for you to slow down right now and take care of you and be in absolute joy and happiness with yourself, because it only opens the door to more of that to come your way, right? So slowing down, knowing that you are in the energy of getting prepared, making yourself stronger and more resilient with that life force energy, very connected to solar plexus here. And that you're safe and protected in doing so. Nothing bad is going to happen for you ebbing back and making yourself a priority and allowing yourself to bask in the hard things that you've had to do or choices you've made or things that you've created. It's okay to pause and slow down right now. Look at this energy. It's 4 of Air. It's reversed, saying meditation, recuperation, and contemplation. It's in the reverse, suggesting that this is not something that you've given yourself over to just yet. And it's representing you, so it's needed, right? And we want to be pulling this upright for you right now. We want you to be going into this energy of peace, allowing for meditation, recuperation, so that you can contemplate, get prepared for the next thing. Really, really, really coming in hot and strong for you guys to pause right now, to go into this energy of enthusiasm and joy and being proud of yourselves. Rest, recuperation, rejuvenation. Sorry guys, my the heat just kicked on and it's quite loud. So that's probably going to be a bit of an annoying background noise. I apologize. Yeah, this is very, very much needed by you guys right now. Like, allow yourself this space, to just kind of ruminate and bask in what you've had to do, what you've done. Okay. Okay, we've got the Hermit coming upside down, and 9. We've got 9 and now another 9 card here. Hermit, and it's in the reverse. Introspection, self-discovery, and mentorship. Another message, right? Because this is something that you should be embracing right now. I shouldn't say should. That could be. That would be beneficial for you to embrace right now. You always have the free will to choose. Allowing yourself the space is a really strong message. Introspection, self-discovery, and mentorship are at hand when you do this. When you give yourself over to self-care. When you be in the present. When you allow for peace, meditation, contemplation. And that it's preparing you for something really amazing, I feel here, message 2. And this full moon energy is inviting you to say yes to it. That's what this energy is bringing you. I feel like you've already dealt with shadow energy in your life in some kind of way and did the hard thing, and now it's time to recuperate and bring your vibrancy and your light back in so that you can say yes to the things that are going to be coming in for you. I feel like message 2, this full moon is catalyst and activating you for a lot of new things, good things, changes in 2025. Okay, 7 of air in the reverse. Awareness, caution, and consequences, but it's in the reverse, suggesting that this is something that you've already tapped into, touched on. Perhaps this is one of the hard choices you've had to make. Mental, a lot of mental clarity that has come to you, and you've had to make the hard choices and decisions because you were aware. It's like you removed yourself from a situation that was causing dissonance, disconnect, disharmony, all these kinds of things, right? You did the hard thing, right? Because it's in reverse. So this is not an energy that you're stuck in anymore. You were aware. And now you've got really good consequences coming to you as a result of these choices that you've made. Or, I think maybe even for some of you are about to make. I do think more of you've already done the thing. Yeah, okay. Let's see the underbelly of this. Okay, we've got ego energy, illusion, dependency, and materialism. And you've got that bird in the cage being set free. You really are coming into a time of freedom for yourself, for your life. Again, transformative, but there is still a little bit of ego energy here that you need to look at. All the more reason to give yourself over to purification and joy and shouting out to the heavens and embracing enthusiasm and knowing that there's so much good as a result of these things that you've done, created, choices that you had to make. I really feel like hard choices is a big thing for some of you. Yeah, you are going into an energy and a time where you're going to free yourself from these kinds of things. I think you've already started this process, embracing it more and fully. Yeah, I really do feel like that's a thing here for you guys. Okay. I want to say too, I just realized when I picked up this deck that I had left, there was a card that was still laying on my table here. Oh, in front of me, this one, 3 of Earth. It says talent, recognition, and collaboration. And I didn't realize it had been left face up from the bottom of the deck. So it almost feels like this is a message for you guys as well. Talent, recognition, and collaboration. Be proud of yourself. There's definitely an energy to this. So some of you, I think, actually did create something, that Taurian energy connected to Earth, that you should be proud of yourself, and maybe you're not giving yourself enough credit for. And collaboration, too, with the threes. This could be that there's new energy coming your way, better energy that you're more suited to, that they're heart-centered, and there's a lot of resonance between you and these people or this community. So I think being open to that is part of the message here as well. Either way, you know, recognize your talents, allow the recognition, be proud of yourself, and collaboration, I feel like, are at hand for you. Okay. Background noise there. Holy Grail, inner discovery, finding sacredness. You are what you seek. This is all in the offering for you. Look at all that golden light coming through. You've definitely connected to the shadow pieces in your life, the shadow situations, the harder energies, the people. I feel like you've definitely been starting to combat this. You've been sorting through it. You've been doing the hard work. It's like that holy grail energy. Inner discovery is at hand now. Finding sacredness, you are what you seek. So again, being mindful of the situations and the people that you bring into your life moving forward. I do think because of that 3 of Earth energy that I was compelled to show and talk about, that there are going to be good energies coming your way. Embracing that. Yeah, you're in this amazing space of inner discovery too. And you will find the sacredness within it. But that little message of you are what you seek, being really mindful of where you go with your energy, who you bring it to, who you allow in. I feel like you might be empathic, so you might absorb a lot of negativity. So just be mindful of that. Look at this solar light upgrade. Yep, solar plexus chakra energy, inner fire and willpower. Coming next to purification activates vibrant life force. Our life force energy comes from our solar plexus, right? That's that center energy just above the belly button, below the breastbone. It's the center of, it's masculine energy. It's our center of confidence, empowerment. Like the mantra, I am powerful, is a really good one to use. All being activated for you at this time. Solar plexus chakra, inner fire, willpower. I feel like it's a bit of a message for you to ensure that you're activating this energy center. Really important for you guys that you stay in your center, in your power, in your truth, moving into this lighter energy, embracing your light. Like there's so much of it. Look at all this golden light. Definitely give yourself over to some solar plexus chakra clearing energy. Meditation, even just mantras, if that suits you better. All really beneficial for you guys. It's being activated either way, but it's even better if we can purify ourselves and really make sure that it's balanced. You've got all that fire energy in here as well. Wow. Oh yes, I'm going to use my moon messages. So these little moon messages can be very good for using their messaging as an affirmation for ourselves, to speak it to ourselves, to remind ourselves. And I feel like that's definitely going to be a good thing for you guys because of where you're headed. Ooh, look at, it's 3 messages and 3 messages fell out. The 3 cards is what I was going to pull. So first one here looks like a full moon. I am open and responsive to the abundance of the universe. Inner discovery and finding sacredness, right? Very connected to that. I am open and responsive to the abundance of the universe. Shouting out to the heavens with happiness and joy. And remember too, like, I think that's a bit of a message here too. because it's saying be proud of yourself. So maybe you're not allowing that energy to come through. But it's such a high vibrating energy, and it just really opens us up to more of it, like a gratitude. Be grateful to yourself. We've got, ooh, I gather more wisdom each day. Inner discovery, that's a big thing showing up for you guys, right? You're going to come to so much wisdom and knowledge as a result of these things that you've just done and choices that you've just made, things that you've created. It's very expansive. I am honest with myself and others, so staying in integrity no matter what, right? And again, I feel like this is connected to that solar plexus energy. I am honest with myself and others, standing your ground, standing in your truth. I don't know why, but I want to say for some of you, again, general, it's not going to resonate with all of you, so just take what does and leave the rest. But speaking your truth, I feel like for some of you it's been hard because maybe there was fear. It's not going to be very well received. It's not going to be respected. No more of that, I feel like, is a message for some of you. Say the thing no matter what. You can do it in an assertive, loving way and a non-aggressive, mean way. Trust yourself that you can do that. Like, diplomacy can be brought into the equation as you speak your truth and as you remain honest with others. I don't think that's a message for all of you, but I definitely feel like some of you need to hear that. This is Gemini, right? So expression is really important at this time as well, and how we express ourselves is really important. And I feel like there's something here for that, in that, for you guys too. So maybe a little bit of throat chakra clearing as well. Okay, that didn't go very well. Let it go. The situation no longer serves you. Allow me to sever your energetic connections to the past so you can embrace the future. Wow, and there's butterflies in there as well. Butterflies. I feel like some of you are... I feel like a lot of you have already done this. You already made the choice. It's been really hard, though. Maybe you're even second guessing. Should I have done that? Should I have done that? The answer is yes. The confirmation from Spirit is absolutely you should have. It's going to lead to really good transformative things. But for those of you who are still on the fence and you're not sure, but you know on a intuitive gut heart level that you need to make this change, this choice to cut and sever in some way and let things go, this is your confirmation. This situation no longer serves you. Allow me to sever your energetic connections to the past so you can embrace the future. Wow, your vibration is rising 100%. This is a time of great spiritual growth for you. You are evolving to occupy a higher energetic frequency. Yep, solar light upgrade, holy grail energy, absolutely. Embrace this message too. It feels like there's so much positive and good on the other side. Transformative change, like in the best way. This is a time of great spiritual growth for you. You are evolving to occupy a higher energetic frequency. Yes. Believe that, trust that, know that. Okay, I'm going to cap this off with a final message for you guys. I will say, this feels like such a good message. Like, even if you're not in this energy quite yet, it feels energetically like it's going in the right direction, that you've got really good things coming your way. And there might even be a little bit of doubt or second guessing by you. But I feel like if you chose this message, it was Spirit's, universe's way of coming in to say, please don't do that. Everything is going in the right direction. You're on track. Keep going. Look at positive change. Dare to be different. When you are criticized, remember that you will never please everyone. Many brilliant and gifted individuals were not fully appreciated or understood in their own lifetime, yet it is often they who have sown the seeds of change. I love that final message for you guys. It makes so much sense with everything else that's showing up. Really appreciate yourself. Love yourself for who you are and what you bring to the table, and for the hard choices and decisions that you've had to make or are about to make for your best and highest good. Positive change is the result. Higher vibration, upgrades for you, and I just feel like an overall better life's path and energy, being on your divine path. All good things, all good things. So embrace this time. Yeah, dare to be different. And you know, when you're criticized, it's that I'm honest with myself and others. You can do that with integrity and assertiveness and not aggressiveness. You can bring diplomacy to the situation, but remain true to yourself. Message 2. All right. I don't think there's anything else I need to touch on here for you guys. I am wishing you all the most amazing and beautiful full moon energy. Take care, guys. Hello, message 3. Let's see what's showing up for you guys in this full moon, what the energies are. Okay, we've got Leo energy, last quarter moon in Leo energy. And lighten up. Lighten up. Okay, so your shadowy energy could be connected to, you know, what this is saying. Lighten up, needing to bring more lightness of being, relaxed energy, joyful energy, not taking everything so seriously, finding a way to relax that energy of seriousness and I gotta do, I gotta go, I gotta, like hurried energy. So how can you lighten up your load at this time, especially under this full moon's energy, and kind of embrace more lightheartedness, joyfulness, presence? I just feel like it's like a don't take yourself so seriously. Or things and situations so seriously, perhaps. Voyage of the heart. Love flows through you and to you. Okay, and it's connected to Leo, and Leo is also is the lion energy, and also it's connected to the heart center, the heart chakra. So there's something in your heart that needs lightening up, and I feel like it's going to be very different for all of you. For some of you, I feel like maybe you need to lighten up your heart in a connection, in a love connection, maybe where things have been tense. But for others, I feel like maybe your heart is just needing a little bit of love for itself, unlocking, so to speak. Love flows through you and to you. Voyage of the heart. Openness, expansiveness, lightening up your heart center. This is where there's some shadowy energy. And I don't know why. I'm staring at this card a lot because there's some emotional dissonance connected to this, I think, because I'm seeing these fishes, right? And water, like connected to her head as well. Emotional, something emotional for you guys, maybe that you've been holding on to that has made your heart feel a little bit more blocked or maybe over-guarded in some way for some of you. Either way, this is a good time to go on a voyage of the heart, to expand your heart space, to allow it to be open in spite of things that have essentially maybe hurt your heart or cause your heart to close down or to feel blocked. Allowing this energy of loving and flow to come, love and flow to come through you and to you. Love flows through you and to you. Maybe using that as a mantra, message 3. Love flows through me and to me. I know I can relax. All is well. I allow my heart space to lighten up and be open. Okay, let's see what else is coming out with this. In the flow, everything is smooth sailing. Yeah, that's relax. And I mean, I feel like that's one of the worst things we can say to people when they're feeling tense or frustrated or, you know, in that hurried, I've got to energy, or, you know, whatever it is. Everything is smooth sailing, this says, in the flow. And, you know, it looks like Christmassy, wintry energy, too. Look at that image. It's like Santa's sleigh. It looks like Mrs. Claus in there with gifts. Really allowing yourself to enjoy this holiday season. If you don't celebrate this holiday, maybe it's Hanukkah, which I think also starts on the 25th. Either way, going with the flow, opening up your heart, being present and just allowing it to be easy and joyful. Like, you don't have to have certain things happen or show up in a certain way. It's sort of like, I wanted to almost say to some of you, what you've done is enough. You're enough. The effort that you've been putting in is enough. You can relax and allow everything to just come to you and be with it in this flow. I almost feel like for some of you, there is this message of enoughness. You're enough. What you've done is enough. The effort, the hard work, the toiling away. It's time for you to get into flow and open your heart and lighten your load. Things don't have to be so serious or tense. Really give yourself over to this energy at this time, especially because full moon energy can bring a lot of sensitivity and intensity. And I think I'm feeling like I need to say this to you because maybe there will be some emotional situations that might cause you to feel even more like you have to be more serious or push against something or do more. And I feel like that's not the case for you guys. Message 3. You can really just breathe, relax, be in joy, get into flow, keep that heart open. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else is coming out with that. I'm very curious for you guys, message 3. Sorry about all that background noise. With the holidays approaching, I've got a lot of people home now. Oh, geez, okay. We've got Ace of Earth in reverse, abundance, opportunity, and resonance. And it's also a green card, right? Abundance, opportunity, resources. And it's in the reverse. There's a butterfly in there, which suggests change and transformation. I feel like this is in reverse because you're not feeling these things right now. I feel like there's a lot of tension and overthinking and seriousness. And this is why you can't come to these sort of feelings of opportunistic and I'm resonating with my situation and I'm in the flow, I'm in a good vibe. Needing to turn this energy around, right? Because it's acting as a block to your heart space. And it's also green, which is the heart chakra color. Like, finding a way to turn this energy around is what you're being asked to do at the time and in around the energy of this full moon, right? Days leading up to and up to all the way up to the new moon that will be in Capricorn at the end of the month. So it's not like you have to do this all at one shot or in one day or on the day of the full moon. Like, it's that whole time frame that you have to start to sort out this energy. This is what I'm trying to say. Nice. The star, inspiration, fulfillment, and faith. This is the energy you want to lean into. This is where you want to go by opening up that heart space, by relaxing, by reframing what you're seeing as serious or tense or needing more of you and your time. It actually is calling for you to be more open-hearted to receive this kind of star activation energy and to feel fulfilled, to have faith, to be inspired, to go back into that kind of energy of abundance and resonance. Almost like maybe for some of you, there's a bit of a disconnect with the holidays right now too, for those of you that celebrate. And you're so stuck in the work around it, like the gift giving and the preparation and needing to ebb back from that in some kind of way. And, remembering what it's all about, going back into your heart about the joy around it. There's something to that kind of energy here for me, for you guys. Nice. Strength. And you've got that Lion energy again. And this represents you, and I'm noticing too that this is the number 11, which is usually new beginnings and a new gateway. Strength, courage, compassion, and perseverance. Right? This is you naturally. This is you naturally, message 3. You already have this. It's also connected to Leo. It's coming under the lighten up energy. It feels like going into the heart energy of Leo rather than needing to be only in this part, right? I think you already have this. You're already in this. You are persevering. You are, tapped into the energy of strength. But needing to reframe what that looks like for you at this time and what it's going to mean for you at this time. It's more like strength of heart, allowing your heart to grow, to expand, to open, to lean into the energy of joy and love and compassion and fulfillment so that inspiration and faith and trust can come in. It's that kind of a strength that is needed by you at this time. And you do have it. You've got so much Leo, lion, heart energy here. Looking at what's blocking it too. What are the stories that are making you feel like everything is just hard and you're feeling a little disconnected and it's so serious? What are the stories that you're telling yourself about these situations true? Can you go back into that flowful love energy, that love flows through you and to you? Okay. 3 of Fire in the reverse. Goals, expansion, and vision. Yes, this is a block right now, right? Not being able to see the forest through the trees. There's something to that here for you guys. Needing to bring that passion, inspiration back in, right? Because we have that here in the challenge. Inspiration, fulfillment, and faith. This is all about expansion and vision and going into our sacral energy of creativity, and I can see what to do and I feel joyful again and inspired and let's go kind of energy, but not feeling that at all, right? Really being highlighted here for you. How can you get back to that? What's needed by you? Where can you lighten your mental load? Where can you remind yourself? Because I do think you need to be reminded that what you've done is enough. You are enough. That you have a strong and powerful heart's energy and wisdom. I feel like it touches a lot of people. My own heart space is warming up when I'm talking about this. You have this capacity to send out like heart energy and love to people through your heart space, but there's something that has caused this to clog up, to shut down, to be blocked. A lack of inspiration, feeling a little bit disconnected, taking things entirely too seriously. I think we all go through this at times, but I feel like this message is highlighting your need to go back into softening your heart space, to getting into flow, to remembering who you really are, this empathic, compassionate soul. Okay. King of Water in the reverse. Here we go again. Compassionate, understanding, and trustworthy. And it's in the reverse. I'm almost wondering, have some of you been hurt by somebody recently? Has somebody let you down? Did you think that you knew where they were coming from or that you had an understanding of what they were offering? And it ended up being the opposite of that. And there's been disappointment and it's caused your heart space to kind of shut down and feel just emotionally disconnected from yourself, from your truth. I feel like that might be true for some of you. Also, I think there's a second message here to get back into this energy, to turn it up right? To go back into your compassion, to your ability to understand, to trust again. I think maybe some of you have been hurt in emotional connections and romantic emotional connections, and also maybe just by friends for some of you, because it's general, right? It's going to be different for all of you, but I think some of you have been hurt by somebody and it has really caused your heart to be dissonant, disconnected, all locked up, and it's time to heal that out and move through that, because it's casting a shadow in this area of your life where your heart energy is usually so powerful and so needed and so appreciated by others, but something that you've been through has caused it to get blocked. And it's time to try to reverse these energies around. Come back into that energy of abundance, connection, fulfillment, inspiration, passion, expansion, and to be the compassionate, courageous person that you are. You've got compassion, fulfillment. Like there's a lot of that overlapping message coming through for you guys. I don't know why this, and just when I do these messages, just take what resonates and leave the rest, because because there are different people and energies going through different things watching this, I may say things that you're like, that doesn't make any sense to me, but it might to somebody else. I want to say, I'm getting this vibe for some of you who recently had a hard truth or had to face some hard truths. And it's been really difficult to rectify these energies, to reconcile them essentially. But you're coming into a time where it's needed. Right? You're everything can and will be in smooth sailing moving forward from here if you can get yourself rectifying and reconciling these hard things that have really affected your heart, emotional things, situations. For some of you, I do think it's disappointment from somebody, a lover or a friend. Okay. So this is the underbelly card here. Like kind of like gives a bit of information about what could have been or was going on, right? And it's swords energy, 7 of swords, which is awareness, caution, and consequences. And you've got some weighing of things, hard decisions and choices. I think suddenly becoming aware of something that required you to have to, again, face a hard truth or something, right? Having to deal with the consequences of that, and now being a little bit emotionally disconnected from yourself, your soul. There's dissonance. It's time to rectify this energy. I feel like it's almost like these consequences, because of the situation, it's like they've been your cross to bear, your burden. Like you've been carrying them like they're all yours to deal with. And I don't think that's the case here. Message 3. These are not all your burdens to carry. I feel like it's more connected to the other people who the situation might be connected to. It's their burdens, their loss. Again, this energy of you're enough, and you need to be reminded that you're enough and that it's time to clear your heart of this, to allow yourself healing around this and to let it go so you can get back to being who you are, this heart-centered person. Trusting again. Okay, let's see what else comes out with this. Okay, we've got Pleiadian activation, coming together, harmony in the heavens, and resolution. Oh, I love that. That's a great message for you guys. It's sort of like all is not lost. You can really lighten up your energy, whether you're asking for help with it to shift it, is going to happen anyways. It's coming for you, is what I'm trying to say. This energy is already there. It's present. It's in and around you. It's coming together. As it says, harmony in the heavens, resolution. This is all at hand. This is all coming towards you. Maybe some of you just needed to hear that and know that because it's been tricky. I think you've been going through some hard, tricky things. Again, sorry about that background noise. Gaia Gateway activation. We've got 2 activations happening here. Learning experiences, wisdom transmission, earth intelligence. Yeah, it's sort of like all is not lost or has been wasted, even though this has been a really difficult thing, I think, for some of you emotionally, or that you've been in emotionally taxing, trying energy that you haven't been able to sort of sort out or figure out just yet. There's learning experiences in it. Wisdom, earth intelligence, like how we move through life. It's like take the lessons and leave the rest. It's time to let go what's been and embrace what can be, what's coming for you, because it does feel like it's good things, but it requires you to be in your center, in your heart, operating from your heart. I feel like it's a real power center for my group 3s, and you don't even realize it. Yeah. Okay. There's just part of me that just wants to keep saying, you're enough. You've done enough. You're enough. Don't let anybody or any situation that you've been through or any hardship that's come your way, or a person that's made you feel less than, take that from you. Don't give your power away like that. Message 3. Prioritize self-care. This is it. You always, not enough. Have I done enough? Have I done enough? You have, and you are enough. Prioritize. I can't talk today. Jeepers creepers. Prioritize. That's the word. My goodness. Self-care. You do so much for others. It's time for you to experience the love you deserve and let others help you. Yes. 100% message 3. You are enough. You do enough. Everything you've done is going to be enough. It's not that serious. You can lighten up your load, lighten and relax your energy. Give yourself over to loving, dreaming, joyful, passionate, fun energy. And for those of you who have been through something hard with an emotional connection, this is not your cross to bear anymore. This is not your burdens. These are not your burdens to carry anymore. It's time to heal out. Slowly but surely wins the race. It doesn't have to happen overnight, but this full moon is offering you the opportunity to do just that, to begin that. That message makes so much sense for you guys. Look at all these hearts. So much about heart and your heart space here, message 3. You are protected. You are safe within my bubble of light. You can proceed with confidence. Yeah. Anything that's causing you some worry or fear or anxiety, this is like a confirmation for you guys that yes, you can move forward. Yes, you are safe. Yes, you are protected. The things that you want you back. It's just connecting to your heart, right? And trusting that. You are safe within my bubble of light. You can proceed with confidence. And then you've got courage, compassion, perseverance, strength at the center. There's definitely a loss of this for some of you due to situations, or maybe just the pressure that you are putting on yourself about things. Yeah, but you are protected. You are safe. You deserve love and to have help from others and not have to do everything on your own or go it alone. It's funny because I get this feeling too for some of my message 3 choosers. You're used to being let down by people and having to do things yourself. And that is about to change. There's an energy of change for that for you, but it does require you to look at your thoughts around these kinds of things, of feeling that way, that you can't really rely on anyone else, so you only have yourself. There's something that needs to shift in that, and you'll see these positive energies and people come towards you. Maybe even a romantic connection for some of you. Okay. These are my moon card messages, and essentially I always look at them like little affirmations that we can use, reminders when we catch ourselves in negativity or overthinking, and then we can repeat them to ourselves. Okay, well, I have one card that also flew out here. You can't see it, it's on the camera, but I'm going to pull this one first. I seek truth and act upon my realizations. Yeah. I feel like that's forthcoming. Again, with that Pleiadian energy, coming together, harmony in the heavens, resolution. This is on the cards for you. This, a way through things have been difficult or hard or serious. That's going to be showing up for you guys, but you have to be open to it, right? Your heart in particular. I seek truth and act upon my realizations. I choose to take a higher perspective and widen my views. Yeah. Coming under that lighten up energy, right? Expansion of thought. But I feel like it starts in your heart space, message 3. I choose to take a higher perspective and widen my views. Open-mindedness. My heart, or I was going to say my heart, because I'm looking, there's another image, oh geez, of a heart. This is your last message. There's so much about the heart here. What I was going to apologize for is that my stomach is making noises. Jeez. I am loved beyond measure. I am loved beyond measure. I don't think you feel that right now, message 3. I think you've had a lot of reasons to feel the opposite, actually. But you are loved beyond measure. Your heart is needed. Your empathy, your compassion, your natural healing energy, I feel like a lot of you have, is needed. You are loved beyond measure. That's a really good mantra, I think, for you guys. I mean, in that heart, it's everywhere. Hearts, lion, heart energy, just so much of that showing up for you guys. If there was ever a confirmation to do heart space work, breath work, heart chakra clearing, this is it. It's come out so strongly here for my message threes. It's like there's an activation that's needed. Rainbow. You are a jewel. Even though you may not see it, even in the darkest times, you shine eternally bright. You are surrounded by an aura of love, and a pot of gold waits beyond the horizon. All will clear soon. Trust and continue to follow your dreams. You are eternally blessed. I really don't think I need to say anything else. Maybe some of you just need to take a snapshot of that. I love that final message for you guys. It's absolutely the truth. Seeing the jewel that you are, and things are going to turn in your favor. Start by clearing out your heart, making it a priority. Being mindful of the emotional intensity and sensitivity that this full moon can bring, and do not engage with anybody who could trigger that, because that won't help to lighten up your energy. All right, I am going to leave that there, and I'm wishing you all the most amazing, beautiful full moon energy. Take care, guys.